First of all, I hope you're staying safe during these challenging times and staying healthy as well. My name is Sofia and I'm here today to give you some great tips for how to make the most of your groceries and save money. Personally, because of the coronavirus pandemic, I've had to move back to my parents' place to here, Finland again. I will be returning back to Aberdeen in the autumn and I'm already looking forward to it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. So my first step is to kind of carefully consider the shop that you're going to go to. For the ones who are not familiar to the UK or Scotland or haven't been to Aberdeen before, there are maybe 4 shops you would consider going to. There's Lidl, that's close to Hillhead, so the place many freshers are usually staying at, and Morrison's, Asda, and then there's a big Tesco shop as well, but that's quite close to the airport, so unless you have a car you probably wouldn't be driving up there. Personally, I've been walking to Asda most of the times, and that's just because I find Asda cheaper than Morrison's, and I would like to go to Lidl, but thing is that I can't have any dairy products, and Lidl's selection of dairy-free yogurts and milks is very limited, whereas the selection in Asda is really good. Also, I really like Asda's fruit and veg selection, so yeah, that's why I've been going there. So my next tip is to try use cheaper brands of the shops themselves. For example, Morrison's, they've got that Savers brand, and Asda has Smart Price, so the products from those brands are usually a lot cheaper than the other ones, but you can also sometimes you can really notice it in quality as well, especially with oats. I like to have my not every day, but I like to have porridge for breakfast quite often, so I buy the Asda Smart Price oats because I don't think they're much different from the more expensive ones, but they are a lot cheaper, so just try to like mix up things and try out those cheaper brands as well. My next tip is related to the price per kilogram of a certain product, especially with meat. Also with, for example, rice. Try to compare the prices per kilogram. It usually says that in the tag attached to the shelf that you have. This is also why buying in bulk is often a lot cheaper than buying those smaller packages that might be student friendlier because you might not eat that much, but try to buy the bigger package and meal prep. That's what I really like to do. My following tip is related to fruit and veg. So personally, what I like to do is buy those loose ones instead of the ones that are packed in a bigger plastic package. First of all, because it's more friendly and considers the environment more, so I'd rather take those single ones. And also, for example, bell peppers, you might get a red one, a yellow one, and then a green one. I don't always eat the green ones, so instead I would buy maybe 2 red ones, single ones, and just have them in that separate package. So yeah, and also you might consider buying frozen veg. For example, Morrison's, I know they have a great stir-fry veg mixed bag. Moving on, freezing, especially meat, try to do it if you, for example, end up buying a bigger package instead of a smaller one, because the price per kilogram of that bigger package is less than the price of that smaller one. So yeah, try to do that. Really often it even says in the package itself if you can freeze it or not, so you don't have to know much about freezing things as long as you can read the label behind the package. Also, buying frozen meat, that's something I know some people like to do. Personally, I prefer freezing my own meat, but yeah, that's something you can consider as well. My next tip is to check the reduced price shelf in the shop, no matter where you go, because they will have one. I've gotten reduced meat, for example, so many times, and it has saved me a lot of money. And what you can do, even though it will be a bigger package, you just buy the bigger one and then you freeze whatever you have remaining. It's not a problem. So rather buy a bigger package and then freeze it if you're not gonna have all of it. My next tip is quite relevant to the current situation, and it is to check out the websites of the different shops. And you can, for example, use after delivery. I think there might be a really long queue to them right now, unfortunately, but of course you can use them later on as well. So yeah, not just for this current moment. Also, you can check whether a certain shop has a product that you're looking for. For example, I mentioned that stir-fried veg frozen bag from Morrison's earlier. I know that Asda doesn't really have anything similar in frozen food, so yeah, that's something you might want to consider. Thank you so much for watching. Those were my tips for now. I hope you really liked the video and got something out of it. Remember to wash your hands, use the sanitizer, keep distance to others while you're shopping right now, and not necessarily just right now, but also with washing your hands, try to do it in general as well. It's just not the coronavirus that you can catch from the grocery store right now. So yeah, do that. And also remember, if you for example have your grandma or a neighbor who you know that would not be wanting to go to the shop themselves right now, you can always go there for them, ask if they need something, whatever. And yeah, just take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And yeah, maybe I'll see you later in another video. But again, thank you for watching.